is John Young with Weekend Handyman. We are in Las Vegas at the National Hardware Show here, looking at the cool stuff. And that took me over to the skydrop booth here. For those who are getting, you want to get the sprinklers out of the hoses out of your yard, you want to have a real system set up that is controlled in an intelligent and environmentally friendly way. Sure. I think that would be a good way to describe it. And I've got Dan here from Dan. Now you were telling me about the system from Skydrop, that it's a computerized controlling system, a way of being able to control the water flows. Just give me just an overview of what this is.
Okay, so it's a smart controller. What we do is it connects to your home Wi-Fi system, and in turn it will connect to our cloud services. The cloud services is where the magic happens, where we'll ask you, when you're setting this up, we'll ask you some specific questions, such as your soil type, each of the different zones. We talk about the slope and the type of landscape that we're handling there. And what that does is we take all that data and then we crunch it through some algorithms, and we will then deliver back to the controller specific recipes of how to save water as you're watering each of these different zones. Our estimate is about, you can save up to 30%, depending on your existing watering habits.
Sure.
And so yeah, it's a way for you to either sit back, relax, and let it manage everything for you, or if you're a tinkerer, you can manage that too, because we've got all the different devices that you're connected to, and so you can manage it with your phone or right there on the controller, or as well as any browser.
And when you're talking zones, you're talking, in your little display here, that's kind of cool. These little areas that are popping up, in essence, would be a separate zone.
Yes, exactly.
So, the front yard, side yard, what have you.
Exactly.
And this can control and put water in whatever zone at whatever time. And
Yep. And it knows how to handle each one. One of the specifics things, like if you've got a slope, that's really hard to water properly because you usually just have a bunch of runoff.
Yeah. So
what happens is the best way to handle that is to water for a little bit and then go away from it. Let it soak a little bit and then come back within a reasonable amount of time. The typical controller isn't going to handle that.
Yeah, they just do go.
And the typical user isn't going to take the time to do that, right? So this does it automatically for you. All you do is say, hey, this zone has a slope, and it'll automatically knows, hey, I'm going to do a water and then come back later and handle it.
Nice. So yeah, for the person who's wanting to install a system or put a system in, this could be a great option for handling that water.
Absolutely.
Handling the whole system.
Absolutely.
If they want more information, where would they go?
Skydrop.com.
Sounds great. Thank you much, Dan. This is John Young with the Weekend Handyman.